My dear friends, I am K. Umesh Rao. Today's subject is Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976. This is covered under Labor Law 2. In this class, we will discuss who is a bonded laborer, effect of Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976, attachment of property of bonded laborers, entitlement of bonded laborers, duties of the district magistrate for enforcing Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976. Duties of the Vigilance Committee. Who is bonded labor? Bonded labor is a person who took loan from moneylender or creditor, or his ancestors took loan from moneylender or creditor. For the loan, he has to work. His dependents has to work for generation to generations. Sometimes exorbitant rate of interest is charged. It is not a legitimate contract. He may not get wages, or he may get some small wages. So this is a bonded labor system. It amounts to violation of human rights and destruction of dignity of labor. Hence, in order to remove the defects, Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976 was passed. After the introduction of the Bonded Labor System Abolition Act, he is freed from the money lenders. Now, effect of the Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976. You know that bonded labor is a person who took loan from the moneylenders, or his ancestors might have taken loan from moneylenders. In order to repay the money, they have to work for the moneylenders, or their dependent have to work for the moneylenders. He has to, he may not get wages, or they have to work for several generations. So bonded labor, after the introduction of act, he is freed from the money lenders. Now he need not serve money lenders anymore. Then in case, what happened to the debt taken from money lenders? Debt is extinguished. He need not repay. He is not liable to pay the amount. So bonded laborer works in agricultural field. Money lender might have given some, provided some small hut or house. What upon that hut? He cannot be evicted from the home. Property of the bonded labor will remain with him after the introduction of the act. So, contravention of any of the provisions by the moneylender or creditor is punishable. Now, after the act is passed, bonded laborer is freed. He need not work for moneylenders. Then what is the alternative for him? For food and clothing and shelter, what is the work he has to do? So bonded labor has to be rehabilitated. State and central government will form some schemes for his rehabilitation. Government forms vigilance committee in each district to trace out the bonded laborers and do some rehabilitation work. So there is no liability to pay debt on the commencement of the act. So any balance amount is pending for repayment from the bonded laborer, it shall be deemed to have been extinguished or deemed to have been paid. Then what is the position? After commencement of the act, no suit shall lie in any civil court for recovery of any bonded debt. What is the position if the order is passed for the recovery of bonded debt passed before commencement of the act and loan amount is not fully settled, it is deemed to have been fully settled. Now, attachment of property. What is the position if the attachment to the property made before commencement of the act for the recovery of the bonded debt, the order stand vacated. Attachment of property is not valid. If the property is in the custody of the court, the possession should be restored to the bonded laborer. What is the status of the property? If the possession of the property forcibly taken by the creditor for recovery of any debt before commencement of the act, property should be restored to the bonded laborer. If not restored within 30 days of the commencement of the act, bonded laborer may apply for restoration before the authority. So authority may direct the creditor to restore the possession of the property. Now, what is the status of the property sold before commencement of the act? Sale shall not be effected. Bonded laborer within 5 years of the commencement of the act, he apply for setting aside of sale of property. Property is free from mortgage, property is free from lien, and property is free from charge, and property is entirely of bonded laborers. And creditor should not accept payment from the bonded laborers. So, entitlement of bonded laborers. After the act was introduced, the bonded laborer will get following benefits: free home, free land, low cost house, work like animal husbandry, poultry, piggery, dairy. He will be given free training, right of collection of forest products, and free ration, and free education for children, and all civil rights he is eligible. In addition to that, he will get rehabilitation assistance of rupees 20,000 per person. Rupees 2 lakhs granted to the district for the purpose of survey and identification of bonded laborers. Rupees 10 lakhs assistance for state government for doing awareness generation activity. And rupees 5 lakhs assistance for state government to study the impact of the act. Now, duties of the district magistrates enforcing the bonded labor system abolition act. State government has introduced the bonded labor abolition act. State government is doing duty through district commissioners, district collectors. So, district collector, they form bonded labor vigilance committee and conduct survey of bonded laborers. District commissioner conduct public awareness campaign. District collectors are public servants. They oversee the administration of justice. They identify the case of bonded labor in their district. They free the bonded laborers. They initiate prosecution against the offenders or moneylenders. Freed bonded labor will not be forced to do the bonded labor work once again. For that purpose, they release credit resources. District collector constitute and participate in the vigilance commission. Now, what is the vigilance commission? District collector, he is head of the district. He cannot do the work alone. So, he forms a district vigilance committee. This vigilance committee, they are advising the district magistrates to ensure that bonded laborer law is properly implemented. Committee provide economic and social rehabilitation of freed bonded laborers. Committee coordinating the functions of the rural banks and cooperative society to help freed bonded laborers. Committee for taking into account the number of offences committed under the act for the creditor. Committee is defending the freed bonded labor against attempt to recover the bonded debt. it is bound, it is found by the Human Rights Vigilance Committee that work of the committee is not satisfactory. The end.